What up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review in my Marvel movie rewatch. I know I should have done this one way earlier, but it wasn't on any of the streaming platforms, so I had to go out and buy it. It was about 15 bucks on Amazon Prime. I ain't mad at it because this is a movie, although it's not the best movie, it is a time capsule for 2003 and early childhood. I was 4 years old when this came out, and I think I damn near remember seeing it way back then. But Ben Affleck, Jennifer Gardner, Colin Farrell, Michael Clarke Duncan. This movie is honestly stacked. It also has Jon Favreau, it's Foggy Nelson. It's stacked with some great actors in this movie, all in like early stages of their career. Michael Clarke Duncan, rest in peace, he's still alive. He plays a great Kingpin. But let's talk about this. The one scene where Daredevil pushes a guy, or like knocks him off the ledge, and he falls onto the train tracks, and he just doesn't save him. And I watched the director's cut, by the way, which is, I think, the only way to watch this movie, to be perfectly honest. But the director's cut, he's like, you see that light at the end of the tunnel? That's not heaven. That's the C train. And then they show him later get picked up on like a gurney in a body bag and like drape it over him. And he's like, Mr. whatever his name is. And then the rest of him, because he got cut in half by the train, so one half of him goes that way, the other half of him goes this way. And he's like, Mr. Casadata, or what, I think that was close to his name. He's like, Mr. Casadata. The rest of Mr. Casadata. You know, it's like, ooh. Like, and it's like Ben Urich is the guy, I don't know his name, but he's a famous actor. He was in The Sopranos, he was in a bunch of shit. But there's some great shots in this movie with Daredevil in the maroon suit with the black eyes, and he's on the flaming pool table, and then the same train station I just was talking about, that he has the Daredevil logo and fire on the ground. Like, it's just good 2000s like visual stuff. Like, oh yeah, let's throw that in there. That would be cool. Unnecessary, but cool. You know what I mean? Like, and then they have Colin Farrell's bald ass with the bullseye scarred on his head kill a dude with paperclip after he won money off of him at a bar. And then we get Michael Clarke Duncan's Kingpin. He is just big and posing. He carries the cane well. He smokes the cigar well. He's got that deep voice. One point, Nachios, Elektra Nachios' father, Mr. Nachios, is sitting there talking to Kingpin, and he's like, "Listen, I want out of the game, and I think my offer," because he's a billionaire, he slides him a contract thing. He's like, I want out. I don't want to be in this anymore. I want my family to be safe. And I think this is a very generous offer. And Kingpin doesn't even open it. Just laughs and then turns around, looks out the window, smoking a cigar, and doesn't say anything for like a minute or two. And then just like looking out the window goes, "How's your daughter?" You know, and the guy's just like, "Fuck, I can't get out." You know, like, it's like, that's all it said, but it's clearly delivered that you are not getting out of the game, or I will go visit your daughter, right? And he is just trying to protect her. Little does he know, she doesn't need that much protection. We'll talk about her more in a second. But Ben Affleck as Daredevil, I honestly see a ton of him as Daredevil in Charlie Cox's portrayal. Like, the character of Daredevil isn't the same guy, obviously, but it's like, and it's not the same universe. Obviously, this is Kingpin's black. We have Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. It's very different Daredevils, but I think like the vibe to it is like very much from this movie. Almost like Charlie Cox grew up watching this movie and loved it. You know, like, but Kingpin, he's huge. He is huge. He almost looks like he's got a big fat gut there, but then you see his shoulders and arms and chest. Like, Michael Clarke Duncan is a massive human being. Absolutely loved him in this movie, and I think he's a great Kingpin. But moving on, in the movie I need to watch next is Elektra. I'll probably have to rent that one too. That one's interesting though. I don't think Daredevil himself, Ben Affleck, shows up in that. Maybe in like a post-credit scene, but it's been a long time since I've seen that, so I don't remember. But we do not get Jennifer Gardner in her sexy ass red outfit that Elektra has. I believe the red outfit is what we're going to be getting in Deadpool 3, but in Daredevil 2003 we get her to Evan Efron's slicing up bags of salt or something, and she's, hey, can't you see it in my yard? Wake me up, da, 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 da. Wake me up, da, 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 da. Oh my god, dude, it's too much. It's fucking hilarious. It's so 2000s. Like 2000s, we were hyped for this. Now it's just comically funny. But she doesn't get the red suit, but she gets a badass black suit, and she goes after Daredevil because Bullseye uses his weapon to kill her father. So it wasn't Daredevil. He just wasn't able to stop Bullseye, but Bullseye hates Daredevil because he made him miss, and Bullseye doesn't miss. So what does he do? He misses, but not misses Daredevil, but doesn't miss a target and hits dead center Mr. Nachios. Not good. So then Daredevil and Elektra fight, and their fight's kind of hot, considering they like get married because of this movie and divorce much later. But like, I don't know. I'm a sappy love story guy, so I like that they kind of got a time for love and shine from this movie, kind of like Angelina and Brad from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I loved that growing up. I was like, oh, they fell in love during this movie? I'm like, they're shooting each other, fighting each other, killing it, and they're like, oh, we fell in love. I'm like, perfect. I love it. Exactly what I want to happen. But the ultimate question here is, what do we like better? Do we like 2003, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Gardner, Michael Clark Duncan, and Colin Farrell? Or do we like Charlie Cox? I'm sorry I don't know her name. Vincent D'Onofrio, and I'm sorry I don't know his name, but he's playing, obviously, she's playing Elektra, and he's playing Bullseye. I think, for sure, I like Colin Farrell's Bullseye way better. Vincent D'Onofrio, I think I give the edge. His suits are just much nicer. Although the size of Michael Clark Duncan is more appropriate because he's massive human being, the pinstripe suits of 2003 I didn't love. I think just the suits of Vincent D'Onofrio's character is so much better. But Charlie Cox, I do love him in that role. I think I'm going to rewatch Daredevil season 1 through 3 and maybe make videos on the channel. Would that sound good to you guys? Let me know in the comment section below. But Netflix Daredevil is pretty great, so it's now on Disney Plus. Can't wait to see it. But I do like his costume. I did like his appearance in She-Hulk, but I don't know. I think I like his first appearance with the black mask, with the bloody tied up rope gloves. Like, he just was badass in this show. But really, Vincent D'Onofrio, I can't wait for Daredevil Born Again. It's going to be great. But overall, I gave this movie 2.5 stars. Not the best. I will rewatch it. It's one of those time capsule movies. It's just fun to rewatch. But yeah, not the best movie. Ben Affleck, I'm sorry, brother, but 2.5 out of 5 stars. Not the worst. 5 out of 10. Middle of the road. It is what it is. It's about 50-50. You know, a 50-50 chance that you could hate it, 50-50 chance you could like it. But if you're from the 2000s, you remember it fondly. And that's just it. It is what it is. But stay tuned for the next one. We'll be watching some more movies. And stay tuned for this channel this week. We've got some more exciting things coming to the channel. And I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace!